Where? Where? In United's defense, they got a point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barely deserved, but they got a point.
Yeah.
And Onana is the perfect example of what United is. He made nice saves, but that second goal is all him.
And it's just
Well, it can be all him.
It's all him.
The
It's on the
near
near post.
post, all
You
of them,
don't get
both
beaten at
goals.
your near post. It's
actually both goals.
it's
okay,
an
the process
old-
leading to it
it's
cannot
an
just be
old
Andre
rule.
Onana.
No, it's an old. As a goalkeeper, you don't get beaten at your near post. It's just that. It's just the way it is.
Okay, yes, I do agree with you, but also, if you're going to have Diogo Dalot and Kambuala switch off, then that will be the result.
Now,
at the end of
Kambuala
the-
is a whole different story.
It is, but that's the process.
No,
leading to
hold
the
on,
goal.
hold
Who
on.
allows Marcos
No,
Celeste
listen.
space.
No, space or not, it's your near post. He should save at least the second goal. He should save it.
He should.
Yes.
I only disagree with it's all on Onana.
It's all on-
not
no.
all on Onana.
Sammy,
Yeah.
two things. Kambuala was terrible. But then again, United have had Mengi and they've had Tuanzebe. So they're just continuing with that streak of people who they try to convince us are
good
good
work.
defenders coming in. And in fact, I saw someone last week compare Kambuala with Kwanzaa and I was like, why? Don't do
Oh, yeah, I
that.
saw some.
Like in terms of a young guy who's coming in, Kwanzaa, you can see the talent. You can see why. You can see there is something there.
And for Kambuala, this was only his third start for Man United.
No.
This is only
Like
the third start, man.
again, the only thing United can explain that is because they've had Mengi before and Tuanzebe. So you are used to this kind of a person.
No, I just think the comparison is wrong.
You are used to this kind of a person. Tuanzebe, Mengi. You know, so it's understandable. But a keeper should not be beaten at his near post the way he was, especially for the second goal.
Okay, I
however,
agree with
he
you.
balances it out with really good saves.
The Kluivert one especially.
Yes, although Kluivert also now I don't know
Hit
what
in the
that was
middle.
doing. But man, United, and then your coach. Hey, did you see your coach?
Yes, I saw him
Interview.
walk out.
He walked out of it. What
Yes.
do you think? Why is he walking out?
Because he knows that everyone now can see that he's.
I'm wondering whether maybe I should play it so that people can hear it. Yeah, he is. Let me see if I can get him.
Do you think you're going to be above?
Let's go.
Eric, there's a danger you get caught in 7th place. You fall below 7th, that would be the worst finish in Premier League history for United. Do you think you're going to be above?
I don't going to take that question. It's not that is not important at this moment.
Try.
I don't take that question. I don't think it's
comment.
important.
Yeah. Because in recent weeks, I remember some time back when Teddy was asking why he was saying this, and at the same time, he sounds delusional, but it was because he was trying to play to the gallery. He was trying to show that at least I have things in control. But now with how these matches have gone on, everyone is looking at United and saying, man, this situation is terrible. And it comes to a point now where Erik ten Hag can no longer defend himself in front of the media because he knows that everyone knows that it's bad and he cannot handle the situation. This has been a continuation for the same problems that Manchester United have had. We are not good, just the structure itself.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And just the way United have played in this game, they played expansive football and they know their quality is not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And even from the lineup, I thought this was a setup. You can't put Kambuala, then in front of him there is Casemiro. Then beside him there is Maino. Maino has been good. But Casemiro this season, nowhere to be seen. Then there's Maguire beside you. Yes, Maguire has been good. But you need to also put someone who's of good quality for him to be able to play the ball. Then you know that Solanke has been good. You need to shut the midfield fast. Because this team is going to go direct football on you. They're going to try and do something with you, especially with Solanke now that he's been good. And you saw, once Solanke got the ball, he turned Kambuala inside and out, and you saw how the goal was.
Well, I do agree with you on those things. And what Ten Hag has tried to do is to be the guy that plays this kind of football from behind and trying to build up from behind. But also you need to understand that the guys that you have, yes, they don't have that quality. Look at both goals. They came from Man United's possession. The first one is a goal kick, and then you concede so quickly. And how they're just standing there, there's no positional awareness by the Manchester United players. Not that you can say probably it's the players, they don't communicate well, but also it breaks down to the coach. because it's been consistent for Manchester United every single
I
week.
am so happy to hear you say that because I fought that fight with you most of the start of this season. Like,
Yes, you did.
It's the coach's fault. If the team is not playing well, he's got to get them to play. We've got to see what do they do as a team. United have could as well be coached by me. Zero clue about what they do. No style, no structure.
The clue is there, the structure lacks.
Which one? What's their clue? What's United's?
The
What?
clue is
Which
for
one?
them to play that transitional football. When you build in from behind and you try to cut the teams when they're trying to press you. That's what he was trying to do yesterday. And of course it didn't work.
So did he
Because-
do that the other week versus United in Liverpool?
Versus Liverpool, that's a different one
Which was
because we
Liverpool
ceded,
too.
because we ceded the possession to them, which is understandable.
So what was? Hey,
But
yeah.
he tries
Me,
to
I
build
don't
from
understand
behind, but we don't have the quality of players. That's the thing.
I refuse this argument about quality of players. I know, yes, United doesn't have
To
City
play that-
quality,
that
Liverpool
kind of
quality.
football is not
No,
possible.
whatever quality. I want to believe United have players who can play. Okay.
Do you believe Manchester United can
First
build
of all,
from behind?
no. Whatever style, I think United should have them. However,
Yeah.
I will start with this. Onana is a 5.5 out of 10. Okay, there he stays there. Wan Bissaka, Bilenge Musika, he can tackle everything that moves, but akipita half line he gets a nosebleed. So, left back is who? Dalo. Dalo when he's on the
Dalo
right
is
is very good.
switch now,
When
yes.
or whichever way they switch. Okay, Varane, concussion, injured all the time, something not going to be there. The most reliable defender at United is the man they hated.
Yeah,
Yes, Maguire is the most reliable one. The rest of them, maybe, I'm not quite sure what they do. Casemiro is now looking the way I thought he would look last season, and I kept saying, I am not sure. And then you guys told me things I told you. Now he's looking the way I thought he would then.
Yeah.
Where he looks like really, really tired. He
And
looks like my age mate. He
slow.
looks like, he
Very
looks like
slow.
my age.
So on the defensive side of the ball, you do agree that there has been mitigating circumstances.
But even with this poor quality of the United can't do better.
They can for sure. They can, and you can do that with players who are working hard on the pitch. And yesterday, it's clear to say that everyone was seeing the green boots of Fernandes running through everything because he was the only one who seemed to care. And I know there are guys who are leaning on Garnacho's side, given that he was a sacrificial lamb yesterday, but it was clear that he wasn't in the game yesterday.
I actually look.
Yeah.
I think Garnacho is paying the price of playing too many games for a teenager. At some
Yeah,
point, those
it
games
catches
are
up.
too many. It catches up with you. The game where he was brought off, and I wondered why United was it. Who was I can't remember. I think the one I was saying they should have brought on Diallo.
Yeah.
And then yes.
Remember the game?
Yeah. He just looks tired. And you can understand. He's a child.
Mm-hmm.
United shouldn't be relying on children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's true.
It's relying on children.
Yes.
Two teenagers are their best players.
Yeah. And for
Two.
me, I
And
think
Mino.
maybe two things. Yes, we can agree the quality of the players Manchester United have at the moment. It's not good. It's not with the injuries and all that. But at the same time, you as a manager, you have to work with what you have. And my problem with Ten Hag, from the beginning, even before the injuries and all that, we still couldn't see the style. We see glimpses like the Liverpool game, kidogo. Apart from us missing
And most of them are from
millions of
individual
chances,
brilliances. Yeah.
it works at times. It works, but the issue is maintaining that consistency of that the transitioning football. Just maintaining it. None. It's just
Now all you're waiting for is a list to be put up of who are going to be shipped out at the end of the season. I heard
but there's a lot
Anthony's
of
in
rumors going on that maybe this could be Ten Hag's final season.
It will be his final season. They will find another coach, but the question is which coach.
Yeah, that's the
Southgate,
question. That's the question.
Apparently,
That's the
Southgate.
question.
I've read a lot of Southgate.
No, I actually, I repeat, and I await stones starting with Sammy. United cannot do worse than Gary O'Neill. Please. If they wanted an Englishman, they want someone to understand the
Just
ethos.
let him.
I think they cannot do worse. They can do a lot worse than Gary
I
O'Neill.
don't even.
In fact, if you gave me Gary O'Neill and Gareth Southgate, I think they would be better off with Gary O'Neill.
O'Neill would
How
be
about
better.
Conte?
Well,
Conte is so
available.
short-termish. They cannot do. United needs someone to build, but I don't think he can. He's not the guy who builds teams. Conte, Tuchel don't build teams. You need a guy who's willing to do the Klopp kind of thing.
Yeah,
you
at
know,
least 5 years.
an Arteta
minimum.
kind of thing, like someone who can want to build and build all the way to the top. I don't think Conte is able to do that, and Zidane also is not able to
I know-
do that.
No,
So I'm not sure.
It will be now interesting the summer, because now if he goes, a lot of teams now without coaches, and then there is the coaches available naye ni kidogo, so it will be people fighting for.
That's why
Yeah,
Xabi
but
Alonso
it's
is. That's why
hard,
Xabi
Maze.
Alonso's.
that's why I don't understand why Xabi
has
said.
no. That's why it's
Yeah.
grown so high, because when they look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
young coaches, other than Xabi Alonso, we are having to find the coaches only Saminos. You know, Amorim. You know those coaches are uko.
And Xavi.
You know, uko.
Xavi will be available.
Yeah. I have a feeling. I have a feeling.
Watapigana.
I have a feeling. Barca will do a U-turn with that Xavi story.
They will.
It's
They
just
will.
a feeling.
Yeah.
They will. for
They are
sure.
going to
They
say,
might.
no, we
Because
apologize.
Otenga market
Yeah.
and they look at the market and
We apologize. We are so sorry. We shouldn't have done that too. In fact, please come back. And he will agree because he's a
He's a cooler.
yeah.
He's-
So he
he's-
has
he's-
to.
he's been
But
around
we are going to
It's a
see
mess.
all these
It's
coaches
a
of
mess.
Sammy, Lopetegui,
Yeah, you see, you
Amorim, those ones.
You throw so many names there, but okay, am I wrong in saying this, right? Eric Ten Hag has been in this job for 2 years, so he completely understands the situation at Manchester United right now. He can pick out, this is the things that are going wrong, these are the players that we need to ship out. Wouldn't you trust him?
No.
Wouldn't you trust him and say,
No.
let's clear this mess up,
No.
let's start building something with good players that are going to
No.
come through?
No. I would not trust him with anything.
Because we are just going to
It's just not his
do
level.
the same cycle again and again and again and again.
It's
and
not
again.
his level. It's just not his level. 2 years on, United play were better under Solskjaer than him,
So,
and he was
yeah.
supposed to be the new great hope. He can
But
give
you-
whatever
but
reasons.
You didn't see any kind of future with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No. Solskjaer was
He-
always a short-term
he was a
person.
stopgap, yes.
Yeah, stopgap. That's the perfect word. He
Yes.
was always stopgap.
Yes.
I just don't think Ten Hag can. I just don't think he can.
we-
I just don't see it. Like I
He's been
said,
through the
like I said
the
earlier,
fires.
even when he was first picked, I said I am not quite sure he's the future yet. I'm not sure this is it. I'm not sure he achieved something ridiculously great with Ajax. I went as far as saying that, and you guys don't know Champions League.
Yes.
I said Champions League semi-final. Yeah, I like.
Okay, what else would he have done at
For a
Ajax?
coach to there's something a coach has to do for you to see wow. For example,
Chaco, he had a chokehold in the Eredivisie.
no, it's a Eredivisie and his Ajax. It's the way it's like Porto.
We've seen PSV and Feyenoord dominate
No, it's
after
like
he's
Porto.
left.
You, as a young coach, you have to do something that is outstanding. That someone has to go and go like, Everyone gives the example of Mourinho. We saw it at Porto.
Yeah.
Everyone gives the example of Pep. We saw what he did when as a very young coach. But if your claim to fame is you won the league with Ajax,
On several years, consecutive
yeah,
years.
you won the league but you won the league with Ajax.
Timid PSV. Kabisa.
You won the league with Ajax. That's the only claim to fame. You won the league.
Actually,
And I'll take you back to when United signed Alex Ferguson. I know this is way before you were
You're
born.
going to Aberdeen.
92.
Thank you. What did he do with Aberdeen? What did he do with Aberdeen? First, he broke the Rangers Celtic hegemony in Scotland.
Yeah.
And then what did he do? He won a European Cup with Aberdeen. Who did he beat in the final?
I can't remember.
Real Madrid. So you can see, like, hapo
There's
kuna
something,
kakitu.
yeah.
So you can build on it.
Yeah.
Same thing with Klopp. Oh yeah, mine's. But with Dortmund, he shook Bayern. You know, he got them to a, you know.
Yeah.
Now this
So-
guy.
So you might say it's a cautionary approach, but do you see any other guy that has the same thing that could replace him right now?
They need. They have appointed. You guys appointed the guy from City. You've
Yeah,
appointed
Beraja.
the other guy from
Watafute.
Southampton.
Yes.
You're appointing the other guy from Newcastle. All those brains,
Yes.
Watafute coach.
Exactly.
Hiyo ndio kazi yao. Watafute coach
Yeah, you go.
Exactly.
No, we assume they know football more than we do. Watafute